or George Lucas or Fellini. I really fucking despise that fucking stupid son of a bitch David Lynch. I think that his movies are just the most god-awful fucking trash I've ever fucking seen in my life. It seems to me like he is like the it seems like he's making movies that make about as much sense as Scientology, and I fucking hate him. So there you go. What would be your top X, pick a number, desert island books / series of books? As far as just pure entertainment goes, I've got to go with the Dresden Files books by Jim Butcher. I love those books. I think that they're like really just, I mean, they're not at all like lofty in ideology or anything like that. They're very just specifically for the purpose of entertainment. And but I love them. I mean, I think that they're written really well. They're constantly funny, and you're constantly going, how the fuck is he getting out of this one? It's almost like, it feels like a TV serial from back in the 50s. You're like, oh, Jesus Christ, how the fuck is he going to get out of this pickle? Or whatever. And I think that if I was stuck on a desert island, I'd be more interested in being entertained than in being philosophically enlightened, so I would read those. What's with all the hair? Is it because you're from hippie stock, biker gang, into metal? Are you so hairy all over? Do you hunt / fish? I'm hairy all over because I'm this weird thing that's kind of going extinct. It's called male is the thing. So I actually have body hair all over my body. I even have some on my back because I happen to be a real fucking man and not a little effete Backstreet Boy type. So that's that. I don't hunt, I don't fish. It's a waste of fucking time. I can go to the fucking store. Are you trained / read in formal classic philosophy? If so, who do you recommend and are your favorites? No, I'm not. What's your favorite movies, books, music, bands? We did the music thing, the books thing. I told you about the Dresden Files, and mostly aside from that, I read a lot of nonfiction because I am a novelist. I try not to read too many novels because I don't like it to start influencing what I do. And whenever I read a novel, and I notice that its style kind of bleeds into my own work, and I don't like that. So most of the stuff I read is nonfiction, and I don't tend to read nonfiction books because most topics cannot keep my attention for that long. So I read a lot of news, and I read a lot of magazines. In fact, I go to Barnes & Noble and spend about, I would say, $60, $70, $80 every 2 weeks on magazines. Just to read, a few articles from each, and that's really most of my reading. And I read a lot of stuff on the internet, of course, too. As for movies, I already mentioned Seven Samurai and anything by Kurosawa. I love Kill Bill. I love Sin City. I love the Dirty Harry movies. I love anything starring Clint Eastwood. I love, my favorite movie, I think, besides Seven Samurai, or maybe even tying Seven Samurai, is Unforgiven. In fact, maybe Unforgiven is a little bit ahead, but not by much. It probably depends on the mood. But I love Westerns in general, too. I love Shane, and its more contemporary remake starring Clint Eastwood, Pale Rider. I'm anything that has explosions and tits and stuff and blood and gore. Pretty much that's me. I'm into that. So that's it. Oh, I love the scene in I think it's The Outlaw Josie Wales, where I saw this when I was really young, like I would say 10 years old, where they find the bandits find the girl in the like wagon, and they take her out, and they start pulling off her dress, and you can see her ass hanging out. That was like, for me, that was like, wow. That was like my big like moment where like I became like totally an ass man for the rest of my life, you know. And everyone else is like, check out those tits, and I'm always looking at the ass because that moment really cemented that fetish for me. And you know, so it, and also A Clockwork Orange. I love the rape scene in that. A lot of people say, who could possibly be turned on by that rape scene? Like, me. I thought that was awesome. Singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. That's how that goes. How did you do in school? What was your first job? If you could name a planet, what would it be? In school, I did shitty because I did not try. I did not put forth even a little bit of effort. In fact, there were times where I put forth effort specifically towards the goal of failing. My first job is the job I hold now, which I'm not going to divulge because it's somewhat secret. It's not anything exciting. It's just something that it's kind of an internet entrepreneur thing, and I can't really reveal it at this time because I don't want anyone to steal my idea. But I put off getting a job as long as I possibly could, which was about till I was 18, and that's when I started doing what I'm doing now. What was your other question? Oh, I can name a planet. Planet Doom, just because it's so cool, and I just want to hear people say, set a course for Planet Doom. Stuff like that. I just want to hear it, so that's what I'd name my planet. What philosophy, if any, do you